Oui, c'est ça. Coucou YouTube. Coucou YouTube, j'espère que tu vas bien. Aujourd'hui, on se retrouve pour la rect de la 5.4 de Genshin Impact. Alors oui, comme j'ai pu le suspensionner lors de mon début de stream, nous avons quelque peu de retard. Nous avons entre genre 13-14 jours de retard, mais ce n'est pas grave. Voilà, la 5.4 n'est toujours pas là, donc autant la react. En plus, ça dure 38 minutes et 32 secondes, suffit assez pour que ma caméra ne frise pas. Hipipi pourra. Ensuite, il y avait quoi d'autre à dire? C'est tout. Voilà. Donc j'espère que vous êtes prêtes et prêts. Et nous allons lancer dans 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ah, je mets un peu le volume.
Ready?
Yume
Close your
Mizuki. Moi j'ai appelé Mizuki.
That's it. Now inhale nice and slow, as if trying to catch the slight fragrance of a blossom in the air. And let it out.
Hop.
Relax your shoulders. Picture yourself enveloped in the soft embrace of a cloud.
Celle qui parle, c'est Nouvel Héros, c'est ça?
Very good.
Est-ce que j'en ai entendu parler? Quand j'ai vu une image.
Now, let go of your troubles and feel yourself become lighter in body
sûr.
and mind.
Mon corps est prêt.
参戦花祭り
Mikawa?
ナンジラに声をかけたのには一つ目的があるんじゃ。妖理の変化の力を借りて人間の想像した遊芸を作るというな。
この白髪についてけ。それから物語の
Excusez-moi, je m'attends. Ah, elle est pas français. Elle est la couture.
ざっくり言うと、ある小狐の見た夢がテーマになってる。吉間と悪魔の間を行き来しながら美味しい油揚げを探すんだ。
今回の設計は典型的な打ち方をもとに新たな要素を取り入れ、かつ既存の弱点を補うことでまっすぐ素早く打てるようになってる。
新たき極上無双遊芸制作組スケーダースイミング参上。
先日受けた広告の仕事がまだ終わっていない。
大したことでもね、すぐに片付けておくからよ。七星召喚、勝者は常に人生の勝ち組だ。
Donc nouveau personnage,
私は夢
Mizuki.
みずきみずきみずきって呼んで。
Yume Mizuki. Oh, pas mal, elle a un éventail. Un service à thé un peu.
夢食いバクには人間の悪夢を食らう能力があるの。食べた悪夢は自分の夢の中で消化する必要があったね。
Je me demande, elle est de quelle commission?
深呼吸はこの香りを
Après, elle a un peu une dégaine de Yemiko.
次は視覚的な準備をしよう。私がいいって言うまで目を開けちゃダメだぞ。
Oula. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
二重心ってあのウリ二つの人が現れるっていう。
Genre, il y a ça. Oh, c'est trop
仕
drôle.
事柄何らかの理由で治療を拒んだり治療を受けられない患者はたくさん見てきた。そして将軍にはすでにその兆しが見えてる。大きな力を持つ者が夢とうつつを区別できなくなり
Oula.
現実で起こっていることの全てを戦の延長線上にあるものと勘違いしてしまったら
こたびの敵悪夢だけではあるまい。
今回 A はあの人た
Ah,
ち
on va se battre avec la
を取り戻
Shogun.
さなくて済む。
イカズチの国つかみの御事我が願いを聞こしめせ。
Oui, il y a vraiment un énorme événement en fait.
いざ渡らせたまえ。かしこみかしこみも申す。
Incroyable. Franchement, pour l'instant c'est God tier. Bon alors ils sont déjà périmés les codes hein. Désolé à vous. Oui, donc du coup, les doppelgangers, en gros, c'est... Pour ceux qui ne savent pas, c'est en gros une version possédée de nous-mêmes qui est juste là pour être malveillant. Voilà. Et en gros, quand je dis ça par rapport à où c'est un mythe chez les humains, c'est que par moment, t'as certaines personnes qui disent « Oh, j'ai pris en fragment des liens un doppelganger ».
Hello, travelers.
En fait, il est
Welcome
là
to the
pour
version
t'éliminer
5.4
et ainsi
special
prendre ta
program.
place dans la
I'm
vie
Gabe
réelle.
from the Loke team.
Bon, faut sûr.
And I'm Kai.
We meet
Ah, il y a
again,
les deux
everyone.
PNJ beaux gosses.
Although this time a mysterious voice guided us here.
Yeah, that must have been Mizuki, right?
Yes, and
C'est
speaking
vrai
of
qu'elle est stylée,
Mizuki,
Mizuki,
does everyone remember Isa Bathhouse? It's one of the businesses near Tenshukaku.
Oh yeah, I remember talking to the owner. Apparently, the
Attends.
inspiration for the business comes from Netland's hot springs.
Well, Mizuki happens to be a major shareholder of Isa Bathhouse.
Major shareholder. Wait, there are tons of rumors about her.
Ton
I
shareholder,
heard she
c'est
returned
après
from
Champlain.
abroad to put
Je sais
Miko
pas
out
du
of
tout.
business. Oh, and she used to...
Let me guess. She used to sneak into Grand Narukami Shrine to pour hot water on the sacred sakura? Or that Isa Bathhouse is coming out with a promotional duo to compete with
Bon,
Miss
en
Hina?
attendant, je prends mon
Well,
petit...
yeah, that's
petit-
exactly what I heard.
Those rumors are a bit misleading.
What? Okay. So, what's the truth?
Well, first, we need a bit more context.
Tiens.
This is Yume Mizuki.
Alors, Yumi Mizuki.
Oh, I love the sound of her name.
Lune
And
de
look at her
Hulk.
outfit. It's like a combination of a
Ah, c'est
kimono
quelqu'un
and a maid
qui
uniform.
voyage à travers les
Yeah,
rêves, c'est
it
ça?
incorporates a few fusion
Parce que je vois
elements,
Dreamer,
which
c'est pour ça.
makes sense for someone who often travels abroad.
Yeah. Oh, and she has a tail. Does that mean she's a yokai?
Yes, but don't worry, definitely a friendly one. Mizuki
c'est
is a
une- c'est une
Yumekui Baku,
yokai.
a type of yokai that use their powers to eat people's nightmares. She also happens to be a clinical psychologist.
Hold on. Clinical psychologist?
Yeah, maybe that's kind of hard to imagine. Here, these anecdotes should help paint a better picture.
Let's see. Mizuki once
comment on
treated
appelle
a
ça? Moi,
warrior
j'appelle
who
des
returned
mopettes.
from Night Warden Wars after consuming
Comme
his
si Clélie, mais
nightmare.
là,
She
Clélie,
passed
c'est des
out for
peluches, c'est
several
des
days.
véritables
Sounds
créatures.
like that nightmare didn't go down easy.
Definitely not. Certain nightmares are difficult for Yumekui Baku to digest and can even become poisonous. The nightmare of a warrior who has seen the horrors of the abyss, it's too intense for the Baku to consume directly. So, as a psychologist, that's where
Attends,
Mizuki
quoi?
comes in. She
Elle a
uses
traité
clinical
un
methods to help
guerrier
her patients reach a point where their
revenant
nightmares
de la
are safe to
guerre
consume.
Night Warden,
If the Baku tried
après
to
avoir
intervene
consumé son
without those
cauchemar,
methods,
allait
in terms
passer...
of consequences, passing out is only the tip of the iceberg.
Où elle s'est passée, où elle s'est
A
reposée
Baku's
pendant
job is a
pas
lot
mal de
harder
jours.
than I thought.
Yeah,
C'est
but
viral.
Mizuki
Après,
doesn't
c'est viral.
mind. To her, consuming people's nightmares is what it means to be
Pour
a
ça que j'aime
Baku.
bien quand...
It inspired her to travel all around Tibet, learning everything she could about psychology. That's what makes her practice so unique. She combines
ça,
her
j'aime bien quand
clinical
il y a des
knowledge
sous-titres
with
en français.
yokai power.
Oh, I was wondering how she encountered a warrior from Natland. So she's a traveler too.
Yep, in addition to clinical methods, she also uses hot spring baths, music, and incense during the treatment process. Actually, travelers can even check out Isa Bathhouse for themselves.
Ah
With
ouais,
the
Night
relaxing
Warden,
hot springs and
c'est
delicious
de
food
la guerre
offerings,
de Natlan.
you can bring your stress and you'll leave refreshed.
Ah,
Nice. I
le
wanted to
soda,
ask
bien
though,
sûr.
the incense
se
we just
repose
saw
nos
looked
petits
like
pieds.
it was from Sumeru.
Pas notre corps,
Has
surtout.
Mizuki been there too?
Yes, Mizuki has contacts all over Tibet. In fact, we can
Elle a
introduce
des
a few
contacts
right
sur
now.
tout y va.
Oh,
Elle est amie avec
Mizuki and Walani
Moalani,
know each other.
partenaire
Wait a
avec
minute. Across
Kokumi.
from Walani's shop, I remember seeing a new business.
Et
The announcement
c'est
mentioned something
c'est
about a
en
hint of
ami
Sakura,
d'enfance avec
a touch of
Yemiko.
purple.
Attends, c'est-à-dire
Could
qu'elle
it
est
belong
hyper
to
vieille,
Mizuki?
parce que Yemiko,
Good
elle a
eye.
quoi
That's Yume
300
Mizuki's
ans, non?
Cozy Corner. and it's about to open soon. Mualani even ordered a gift to congratulate Mizuki on the opening.
Wow, I had no idea those two were so close.
Non, mais moi, la gauche,
And
quoi.
speaking of business ventures, Mizuki is also working with Kokomi to open another branch of Isa
Kokomi.
Bathhouse on Watatsumi Island.
Another one? Jeez, does she even sleep?
Well, nothing's set in stone, but if it works out, she'll be able to help even more people suffering from nightmares.
Okay, so it sounds like Mizuki is just really dedicated to her work. Those rumors get her completely wrong. It's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, people will take the smallest piece of information and let their imaginations run wild. The truth
ça,
is,
c'est avéré,
Miko and Mizuki have known
Les
each
gens
other
ont
since
souvent
childhood,
très peu
and there's a slight
d'informations et de
rivalry
par leur
between them.
imagination, c'est
After
souvent voué
all,
à
Isa
l'interprétation
Bathhouse and
et
the Eye
fake
Publishing
news.
House both offer an outlet to unwind, so in a way, their markets overlap. But they're definitely not trying to put each other out of business here. Someone else is guilty of that.
Pourquoi cette merde?
And Mizuki is the one being targeted.
Wait, what's going on?
That's something travelers can find out for themselves in Mizuki's story quest. Tapirus Somniator chapter. Before we get into it, there's two quick
Qui
things to
d'ailleurs, on
know.
doit faire celle de
First,
Mabuka.
travelers can earn extra
Courage.
level up materials for Mizuki
Ah ouais,
by
ça va.
completing her
Mabuka, on a le
quest.
temps.
Second, starting in
toutes les
version
quêtes des personnages, de toute façon,
5.4,
je les
keys will
fais
no
plus.
longer be required
Je les
to
ferai sur le
unlock
second
story
compte.
quests.
Oh,
Qui d'ailleurs, le
sweet.
second
That
compte, je
should
pense
make
qu'on
it
y
easier
jouera,
to spend time
on
with our
commencera à y
favorite
jouer
characters.
dans
Yep.
longtemps.
Now, let's take a little sneak peek
Genre
at Mizuki's story quest, shall we?
Who are
Voire
these two?
fin mars.
Oh, wait, is that the promotional duo from the rumor?
qu'on a
You know,
beaucoup de choses.
Miss Hina's competition?
No, not even close.
C'est quoi,
These
c'est
two
un
are
compétition de
therapists
photo?
who work with Mizuki at Isa Bathhouse. The
Les
shorter
deux sont
one is
les
actually the
thérapeutes.
older of the two. They're polar
Thérapeutes,
opposites in terms of personality,
oui,
though.
thérapeutes,
So,
quoi.
as you can imagine, they also have different approaches when it comes to therapy. All right, let's take a look at the next picture.
Elle est trop cool quand
Whoa,
même avec
those
ses trois
brown little
peluches
guys
là.
are so cute.
Yeah, that's what Yumekui Baku look like when they're young.
Yumekui Baku.
With a little training, they'll be able to turn into human form one day.
Oh,
Okay.
ils sont capables de,
Now I want to know what
de prendre
Mizuki
l'apparence
looked like
humaine
when
pour
she
un
was
seul
little.
jour.
Well, with a little luck, you might just get the chance. And
C'est pas
speaking of
mal.
luck, to many people in Inazuma, encountering a little Baku is a sign of good luck.
Because it means when you sleep that night, your nightmares will be gone?
That's right. But in Mizuki's story quest, travelers won't need to rely on luck to experience Mizuki's treatment for themselves.
That sounds pretty lucky to me.
I guess you're right. Okay, on to the next picture.
Merde.
Whoa,
Oula.
what is that thing? It looks very unsettling.
On dirait un peu un
And
portail
did I
maléfique, hein.
mention dangerous?
You're not wrong. Mizuki and the Traveler have a few crises to resolve in this quest. So, I think this is a perfect time to check out what Mizuki can do in combat.
Mhm. Ok, donc là on va voir la présentation de Mizuki. Hein. Ah, elle vole. Ils font beaucoup de personnages qui volent au-dessus de l'eau. Hein.
Is it time for our session?
Elle est magnifique en tout cas. Hein. J'aime beaucoup. Hein.
Yachan, Teichan, let's
Bon, malheureusement, il faut commencer à économiser. Donc je la prendrai pas. Mais oui, très très sympa.
In battle, Mizuki waves her fan to unleash refreshing bursts of wind that deal animo damage. Her
Nice.
elemental
Elle
skill
fait des
weaves
dégâts
memories
d'animo.
of beautiful dreams and causes her to enter the Dream Drifter state.
Whoa, that looks so fun.
Yeah, the Dream Drifter state is one of the key ways Mizuki works with her team to defeat enemies. In this state, Mizuki
Ah oui,
periodically
d'accord, elle a
deals
un spell
AoE
qui
animo
attaque
damage to
autour, en
nearby
fait.
enemies
C'était
and
bon fort.
increases swirl damage for the entire party. Unlocking the talent Bright Moon's Restless Voice can even extend the duration of the Dream Drifter state.
Ah oui,
Mizuki's
d'accord.
elemental burst pulls in nearby enemies and summons a mini Baku to the field. This mini Baku creates
Mini Baku.
Yumeni-style special snacks that can be picked up by party members. Picking up the snack has two different effects,
Ah, et
depending on the HP of the
son
active
mopette
character.
là, soit
If
il
the active
il-
character's HP is above
il
a
fait de
certain
gros
percent,
dégâts, ou soit il
picking up the
restaure les
snack
PV.
will unleash a Munen shockwave that deals AoE animo damage to surrounding enemies. If their HP is below a certain percent, picking up the snack will restore an amount of HP. If the snack remains on the field for some time without being picked up, it will explode and deal AoE animo damage to surrounding enemies.
Whoa, so Mizuki looks after her
Okay,
teammates
okay.
in multiple ways.
Definitely. Mizuki's gameplay has an effortless feel to
Ah,
it.
c'est bien.
Like I mentioned
Son
earlier,
gameplay, ça a l'air de
Mizuki
changer un peu de tout ce
increases
qu'on voit de
swirl
base
damage
sur
for
les
the
animaux.
entire party,
Bon, après, je dis
which
sans
gives
les
us a
chasquins en
world of
termes
possibilities when it comes to team comps.
d'originalité, on peut pas faire
All you need are
meilleur.
characters whose element reacts with Animo. Use them to apply elemental effects to enemies.
C'est quand même très très
Then,
cool.
when Mizuki unleashes her elemental skill, she can target
C'est
enemies
vraiment
with
garder cet
ease as she
effet
hovers
très
above the battlefield.
Très
With her Animo
spirituel un
vision,
peu.
Mizuki takes her teammates' skills to the next level by increasing swirl damage. And when the time is right, you can unleash her elemental burst to give your party members an added edge in combat.
Okay, I see what you mean now. There's definitely an ease to her kit. She works in so many different teams.
Oh, I should mention another cool thing about her abilities. When Mizuki is in your team and a party member consumes a dish with restorative effects, there's a certain chance for the dish to be heightened. Now, here's the interesting part. The higher the friendship level of the character consuming the dish, the greater the chance of triggering that effect.
Okay, I think I see where this is going.
J'ai pas compris.
It all comes back to her profession.
C'est que
The
quoi,
more
quand
you
tu l'as dans
interact
ta
with a
team, il y a
patient, the
un
more you
petit
understand them.
pourcentage de sang, ça
And
augmente
in the
l'affinité.
end, the more you can help them. So, in other words, the higher the friendship level, the better the effect.
Awesome! I want Mizuki in my team as soon as
Ah
possible.
non, d'accord,
Then
quand
let's
elle est
get
dans ta
into the
team,
version
les
5.4
effets, je
event
sais pas
wishes.
quoi, sont meilleurs.
In the first half of version 5.4, we'll have event wishes for
Ok, donc c'est
Yume
une 5
Mizuki
étoiles
and
avec le retour
Sijouin.
de Sijouin.
A new 5-star catalyst, Sunny Morning Sleepin',
Nouvelle
will
arme.
also be featured on the weapon
Ah, c'est
banner.
ça son arme.
I should also
Sunny
mention
Morning.
that after the version 5.5 update,
Elle est quand même bien
Mizuki will
stylée,
be
hein.
added to the standard
Sijouin,
wish
quoi.
banner.
Oh, nice!
Pauvre
Another
Sijouin, ils
character
l'ont
on the
tellement
standard
mal
banner
réalisé.
who can help with exploration.
Exactly.
En fait,
Plus, like
dans
we said
l'histoire, elle était
before,
pas qu'elle c'était pas
Mizuki
qu'elle a un
enhances swirl
personnage
damage.
très
So she's
intéressant.
a flexible unit that can fit into so
Mais comme
many
là, elle a un
teams.
gameplay
As long as you have
à la
elements that react with
Doricière,
Animo, you're
ce n'est
good
pas
to
très
go.
drôle.
Right, you can't really go wrong, which means you don't have to stress. I'm always down for that.
Totally. If you're interested, be sure to check out her banner in the new update.
Ok, donc ça c'est la phase
Now,
1.
in the second half of version
Oh, la phase 2,
5.4,
il y
we'll
a
have
deux
returning event
nouveaux,
wishes
enfin
from
deux nouveaux.
Farina
Ça fait
and
longtemps qu'on
Risley.
n'a pas revu
Awesome!
Weird You
I've
Tested.
been waiting
Donc,
for them.
Yeah,
beaucoup de
me
gens
too.
seront très contents de le voir.
Okay,
Et
that's
puis
it for the
Furina, bien
event
sûr.
wishes.
All right, next up. Oh,
Les gens sont très
looks like we
contents
have a
d'avoir
message from
une
Ayaka. Let's take a look.
divinité aussi incroyable.
Hello,
Larcon.
traveler. It's been a while. I hope you're
Surtout un
well.
ami à moi.
I wanted to tell you about an upcoming event in Inazuma, the
C'est
Mikawa
Mikaya
Flower
Flower
Festival.
Festival.
If you have some time, perhaps you could join us for this grand occasion. I know Brother and Toma would love to see you. And I feel the same.
Oh, c'est mignon.
In fact, I hear the Shogun and Lady Gucci have special plans in store. Of course, your participation will make the event all the more special.
Huh. Ayaka mentioned the Mikawa Flower Festival. Why don't we go check it
Donc
out?
ils ont déjà des
Sounds good.
plans Guiji,
While we head to the venue, take a look at
Guji,
the second redemption code,
et
travelers.
la Shogun. Ah, c'est la pause. Je réponds juste un message. Hop. Ouais, pour l'instant, c'est pas mal. Bon, après, tu vois, comme vous voyez, hein, c'est quand même 38 minutes. Donc, c'est pas non plus une énorme chose. Mais pour ce qu'on a vu, quand même, les doppelgangers, on a même une Paimon et une Nether maléfique. Ensuite, il y a que d'autres. Le combat très bien représenté, je trouve, de Mizuki, qui est très très cool.
Welcome
pas
back,
lu.
travelers. We now come to you with a special segment of
Ouais,
today's
magnifique
program.
l'âme
The
Castar. là.
Enchanted Tales of the
Je sais pas, vous
Mikawa
voyez, là.
Festival,
Tama
jointly sponsored by
Yurate.
Yai Publishing House and Isa
Et très stylé.
Bathhouse.
A century ago, the Mikawa Flower Festival was an event where all kinds of yokai gathered in celebration. But now, the festival is open to humans and yokai alike. preparations are already underway for the upcoming iteration of the Mikawa Flower Festival, set to take place at the foot of Mount Yogo on February 14th, 2025.
Oh, hey! That means it's been over 2 years since the last Mikawa Flower Festival. Do you still remember it, Kai?
Of course! Ayato's test of courage feels like it was just yesterday. I still remember playing Akisu Yuge on the beach and bonding with our yokai friends. I really had fun during that event.
Yeah, I remember thinking, if a game on the beach is this fun, imagine what a full-blown Mikawa Flower Festival could be like.
Yeah, looks like we finally have the chance to find out. But it's not just for yokai this time.
That's right. The Shogunate is finally organizing a celebration for humans and yokai to enjoy together.
It's a joint effort in every sense of the word. There's so much to look forward to. So let's give travelers a sneak peek at the festivities.
Wow, things are looking lively already.
Yes. These are the participants in the 48-hour game development competition.
Wait, so they only have 48 hours? I think it would take me that long just to come up with an idea.
Yeah, that's why the collaboration between humans and yokai is so important. With the help of a kitsune meal, certain yokai can now communicate in human speech, which means the game development teams have human ingenuity and yokai power on their side. The sky's the limit.
Wow, I can't even imagine what the teams are going to come up with.
Speaking of teams, let's take a second to introduce the contestants. And we can give an overview of their games while we're at it.
Alright,
take it away.
Mizuki,
All
a été l'une des hommes qu'on avait vu dans la 5.3 du livestream,
Mizuki,
où il y en avait plusieurs,
and
dont
Kokumi,
Skirk.
and their game, A Little Fox's Daydream.
Oh, trop mignon!
Players will need to guide a little fox through different dreamscapes, collecting fried tofu
c'est
along
trop
the way
drôle.
until you reach the ramen stall at your destination.
And if you make it to the final checkpoint,
Ah oui, c'est
a
pas mal, ça joue
very
avec la
cute,
perspective.
very special little
c'est
Baku
cool, hein.
will appear to congratulate you. Oh, but you didn't hear that from me.
C'est
Yeah.
plutôt cool.
As for the identity of the little Baku,
Aïe, aïe,
I'll
aïe.
leave that for the travelers to
oui,
mull
puis
over.
Here's
Ah
a
non.
tip. As
Okay.
the setting changes between dreams and nightmares, make sure to watch your step. Otherwise, it's not a pleasant way down.
Aïe, aïe,
Uh-oh.
aïe.
Oof.
Ouch.
All right,
C'est le
moving
game
on
over.
to Sayu, Kichiboshi, and Yoimiya's team and their game, Bunshin Phantasm.
Okay,
This is a
qu'est-ce que
game
c'est que
that
ça?
really makes you think. What do you do when the bridge to your destination disappears in front of you? Well, that's where the Mujina body doubles come in. The Mujina body doubles mimic your movements, and you will need to
Here
use
we
the mechanic
go.
to your advantage to find a way forward.
This game has Sayu written all over it. Making her clones do all the work while she takes a nap? That sounds like
Okay.
her. But that's just my guess. Travelers will need to uncover the full story behind this game for
Alors,
themselves.
I heard the team is hard
j'ai
at
compris
work
le principe,
developing
et je
new
trouve ça
stages and
facile.
expanding on the
T'as
clone
juste à dire en
mechanic.
mode
So
tiens, prends
there
ça,
are even
non?
more intriguing puzzles in store.
Sounds exciting.
All right, those last two games
quoique.
are new additions to the festival, but this next one might look a little familiar. It's a new and improved version of Akizu Yuge.
Akisu
This
Yuge.
time with a Mondstadt twist.
Oh, twist!
It's called
Mondstadt.
Akitsu Harpastum, developed by Toma, Hitotsume Kozo, Yoko, Kappa,
Oula.
and Shose.
Okay, I
Kappa.
think I can guess the mastermind behind this game. The Ludi Harpastum elements make it pretty clear it must
Ah,
be
c'est trop
Toma's
drôle.
idea. He's from
Oh, ça,
Mondstadt after all.
j'adore ce genre de jeu de
And the
mini-jeu.
break mechanic definitely reminds me of Akitsu Yuge. I can see the mashup.
Exactly. Plus, with Shose's yokai powers, there are even special effects this time that really take it to the next
Ah,
level.
We should also mention
en
Akitsu
plus.
Harpastum can be
Oh, il y
played
en a deux,
solo
là.
or in co-op. So, you can put your skills to the test on your
Ah, et
own
on peut jouer
or
en
with
coop.
friends.
As you can see, there are a lot of fun games in
c'était juste
store.
un PNJ.
Maybe you even have a favorite already. If so, you're ahead of the game. Because in this competition, the winner of the award for Best Game is completely up to the traveler. The winning team gets to take home the Tanuki Game
Oh.
Award.
Ooh, that's a big decision.
Definitely.
Ça sent la
Now
petite
we only
déco
give a
pour,
brief overview of each game,
pour
so
notre
better
TR.
to reserve judgment until you experience the final product for yourselves.
And of course, no celebration is
Ok,
complete
donc c'est ça un
without
peu les nouvelles
rewards.
4 étoiles.
All you have to do is join in on the fun. Take
Oh, il y a
part in the
trop
various games
mini-jeux
to earn
avec
festival
beaucoup de
stamps.
difficultés.
Once you collect a certain amount, you can exchange them for
Pas mal,
all
pas
sorts
mal.
of rewards, including a new 4-star polearm.
Wow, I'm so
Four-star
excited.
weapon.
This festival is jam-packed with activities.
For sure. Plus, you can always stop by Isa Bathhouse if you need a break. The bathhouse even made custom bathrobes for their guests during the festival.
Awesome.
Definitely. Yai Publishing House will also have a booth, so check it out if you're interested.
All right, before we wrap up this special broadcast, we have one last announcement. Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, will make a special appearance at the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Wow, the Shogun is going in person. That's definitely going to cause a stir. Wait, hold on. She's not just going for the festivities, is she?
Well, I heard she's coming to investigate a nightmare with ties to Mikoshi Chiyo.
Mikoshi Chiyo?
Elle est venue investiguer un
You
certain
mean her
cauchemar.
only friend from all those years ago?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a rumor. We probably shouldn't spread that around.
No. You're right. That could be dangerous.
The Mikawa Flower Festival welcomes all visitors, human and yokai alike. Whether you're new to the festival or a returning visitor, a competitor or a spectator, there's more than enough fun to go around.
That's right. And with that,
we hope to see you there.
Et Miko, Shogun, Mizuki. Je retiendrai jamais son nom en entier à Mizuki. Oh, elle est magnifique cette photo. Avec la lune et tout et les lumières. Incroyable. Heiza Batheus. Non mais incroyable. Hein. Je trouve vraiment sur le design des persos ils se font de mieux en mieux. Hein. Après c'est normal. Hein. T'apprends un peu tes erreurs et t'essayes surtout de t'améliorer à chaque fois. Mais c'est vraiment très très cool. Donc imaginez dans 2-3 ans quoi, que les personnages que ça risque d'être. Déjà juste Kirk qu'on l'a vu à Fontaine, on a eu des infos avant et pourtant quand on l'a vu à la fin de l'acte du dernier acte de Fontaine, c'était vraiment une grosse claque tellement elle était elle avait un certain charisme, elle était très belle, elle était très forte.
You know, another cool thing about the Mikawa Flower Festival is that we get to reunite with a bunch of old friends. It makes me wonder what some of our other old friends are up to.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not the only one. That's exactly why the dev team designed this next event. Let's take a look.
Ok, un autre événement. Zombie. Le daddy. Ok. J'essaie de comprendre. Ah, Clee, elle est où, marrant.
モンドとはだいぶ違うだろう。
シャンリン、この匂いどうしたの？いい香り。
Ah, le beau costume d'Action Link.
次は
Kokomi.
また積島の外を案内してくださいませんか？
J'essaie vraiment de comprendre ce que c'est comme événement.
This new version 5.4 event is called Traveler's Tales, Anthology Chapter.
Anthology Chapter.
Keep an eye out as you wander the open world. You might just spot some familiar faces, or hear some interesting news about them.
What an awesome way to reunite with our old friends.
Yeah, and get a glimpse of an average day in their life.
C'est juste pour un peu
hold on. The map is
reprendre
pretty big
connaissance.
at this point. Won't it be like trying to find a needle in a haystack?
Don't worry.
Anecdote zombie.
Whenever there's news about one of our companions, their anecdote icon will appear on the map. All travelers need to do is head to the marked location to check it out. Once you complete an anecdote, the corresponding story will be recorded. Complete a certain number of anecdotes to earn rewards.
Ah, il y en a
Cool.
12 000.
It's like a bunch of slice of life vignettes.
Il y en a 30, d'accord, très bien.
Actually, I think I just saw Zhongli buying light novels for Hu Tao. I can't wait to see how that turns out. This kind of mechanic has so many
Reborn as a
possibilities.
Raiden Shogun.
That's true.
So, if the name of the event is Traveler's Tales Anthology Chapter, does that mean there will be more chapters in the future?
According to the dev team, this is sort of like a trial run. They're hoping to refine the experience in the future after receiving feedback from travelers.
Cool. Now the open world has even more secrets to uncover.
Alright, let's take a look at the rest of our version 5.4 events. First up is a combat event called Realm of Tempered Valor. In this event, each challenge is made up of 25 floors of combat stages. The level and HP of opponents within each challenge increases as you ascend from floor to floor. Travelers must clear the stage within 30 seconds to move on to the next floor.
Sounds like an opportunity to test our limits.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if you reach a certain floor in single-player mode, you can grant a buff to your friends. Of course, your friends can also do the same for you. I should also mention there are different ways to take part in this event. You can choose to take on the challenge solo or team up with friends in co-op. Whatever you choose, there are ample rewards to collect along the way.
Nice! I feel like travelers will really get to put their bills to the test in this event.
Definitely. And speaking of rewards, if you reach a certain floor, you'll even receive an event-exclusive name card. A baby Tepetlisaur punching an Abyss Mage. So cute.
Alright, let's move from the combat arena into the great outdoors. Invasive fish species have been spotted in the waters of Fontaine, and a rather peculiar individual who calls herself an Unchained Hunter needs our help. In Invasive Fish Wrangler, travelers will need to head to designated fishing zones to address the crisis. Travelers can take part in two different modes, co-op mode and fish-off mode, meaning you can either work together or compete against each other, while collecting primo gems along the way.
And in the end, your efforts help Fontaine avert a major ecological crisis. So that's an added bonus. Plus, competing to see who can catch more fish is just really fun.
Yeah, if you are the first to catch the giant bejeweled unicorn fish, you can even receive a higher score.
Hold on. Doesn't the so-called Unchained Hunter look a little familiar? Wait, it's the same merchant who released Sumeru fish species into Mondstadt that one time. Wow, looks like she really turned over a new leaf. And speaking of familiar faces, another old friend will be returning in version 5.4. That's right, it's Xavier.
The filmmaker smiled upon by the gods. What kind of commission is it this time?
Another film? Pour celles et ceux qui savent pas, Xavier, alors si ma mémoire est bonne, c'est un mec que tu vois à Inazuma et chaque jour il te donne une quête. Et en fait c'est une world quest. Mais genre vraiment il est là tous les jours quoi. C'est-à-dire qu'il peut durer tellement longtemps si jamais tu fais pas ça tous les jours.
You can totally make it your own.
C'est quoi? C'est 30 jours ça dure?
But what about the sponsor? Aren't there requirements?
Après bon, tu gagnes beaucoup de primogènes.
When it comes to art, there's no right answer, right? Xavier said it just needs to be interesting. If the sponsor has an objection, Xavier has our back.
Wow. Okay, I like the sound of that.
Ah, mais c'est pour
it looks like we can use the same footage 3 times. That leaves a lot of room for creativity.
And feedback. The cast, crew, and sponsors of your commercial will be able to weigh in on your final cut. Plus, you can have multiple saves, and you can even share and showcase your work. I can't wait to see what everyone comes up with.
I think I saw Ito in some of the footage. I was wondering why he wasn't part of the game development competition. Looks like he was busy filming an ad.
Yeah, for Genius Invocation TCG by the looks of it. Which is perfect, because we have some Genius Invocation news of our own. Automatic Artistry will be returning as a part of Heated Battle Mode in version 5.4. Travelers can look forward to new character and monster cards. In addition, Automatic Artistry will now have a concede button, making it easier to get a fresh start if a match doesn't go your way. Updates and optimizations have also been made to regular Genius Invocation TCG, so keep an eye out.
Finally, the Leyline Overflow event is returning in version 5.4. Check it out if you need Mora or character experience materials.
Alright, it's time for a few system optimizations. In version 5.1, a calculator was added to the crafting bench to make the enhancement process easier, but the dev team thought that there was still some room for improvement. So, in version 5.4, travelers can look forward to more sweeping optimizations to the enhancement process.
First up is an optimization to enhancement material collection. In the training guide, you can now add level up plans for your characters. All you need to do is set your level up goals, and the system will display the materials you need as well as where to obtain them.
Okay.
In addition,
ils ont
once you
optimisé
set a
ça.
goal, reminders of the required materials will be displayed in various
Cool,
key
c'est cool.
interfaces,
Du coup, ils l'ont
including
fait
the
pour
Adventure
tout, pas
Handbook,
que pour,
domain
pas que
entrances,
pour des
and domain
plantes
completion
dans le
screen,
monde.
and the Battle Pass rewards.
Ils ont également fait
And
ça
when you
pour,
click on a certain material, you can see your collection
pour les
progress as well as
matériaux,
whether you reach your goal.
d'aptitude,
Nice. I like
d'armes.
all the reminders. It saves a lot of time
C'est
when
bien
you
cool.
don't have to do those calculations yourself. Plus, the interface seems a lot more intuitive.
Also, certain common
Tuesday,
interfaces will now display your current
Sunday.
resin count. You no longer need to exit to a separate screen. In addition, if you can craft a certain material, clicking on Craftable Amount will display the crafting bench in your current region on the map, and you can click on it to teleport.
The character list has also been streamlined
Okay.
by reducing the number of steps needed to navigate the interface. For example, say you just obtained talent upgrade materials for Risley, and after upgrading his talents, you want to do the same for Sijuin. Now, when you switch characters, you can remain within the talent interface instead of exiting to the attributes page.
J'ai pas
In
compris.
addition, for travelers who play on PC and use keyboard and mouse input, elemental icons have been added when scrolling through the character list. Travelers can use them to quickly filter their characters by element.
Wow, I'm used to just dragging
c'est
the
quoi le
character
trio,
tab at the top, but it can take a while when you have a lot of characters.
For sure. The filtering icon in the
Ok,
lower
donc ça c'est
left-hand
juste pour
corner can make that
montrer que
easier
les
too.
personnages,
Try it
enfin,
out
les
sometime.
éléments que
Cool,
vous
I will.
voulez.
All right,
que si
let's
vous
move
avez
on to
12
some
millions de
optimizations
personnages.
to weapon filtering.
C'est un peu
After the
long.
version 5.4 update, you can now filter weapons by secondary attributes.
Oh, and characters now have recommended weapon
Oh.
attributes, which should be helpful if you're unsure which secondary attributes to prioritize.
In addition, an auto add button has been added to the weapon enhancement screen, making it much easier and faster to level your weapons. Finally, the Serenity Pot now allows you to quickly get in touch with Tubby to handle all sorts of design business. Plus, you can now buy materials and craft furnishings anytime, anywhere, even indoors.
Nice!
All right,
Okay.
that's it for system optimizations. Be sure to check them out in-game once the update
Si
goes
j'ai
live.
compris, genre c'est
Looks like we
les,
covered everything,
les gens qui
which
utilisent le
means
même,
that's a wrap for the
même
version
parchemin de
5.4
maîtrise que tu
special
peux
program.
augmenter tes aptitudes.
Anything you want to say before we go,
Tu peux
Kai?
voir qui
Yes, of
l'utilise
course.
également.
I've been waiting for this.
C'est cool ça.
First, I've got to say, Yume Mizuki's design is
Ouais, il est
absolutely
incroyable
stunning.
le
I
design de
really love
Mizuki.
her way of speaking. Like, it brings so much personality to her character. It's very soothing. I feel like all of my nightmares
Bah,
are
ça
just
change,
gonna
et en plus
be
de ça,
gone
c'est très,
instantly. And also,
fait, je
second,
trouve qu'elle a un design
I want
très
to say is
pur.
that this update is also such a huge shout out to the incredible work our game designers have done. Coming up with fresh mechanics every single update, that's just wild. Like, inventing new mechanics and inventing new rules for the game and finally make it a game is super difficult. Big respect to the team for making all of this happen. What about you, Gabe?
Yeah, it's so cool how the team is always trying to
tous
make the
les
game fresh and
shouts,
bringing new
bien
things to the
sûr.
table. But yeah, for me
Merci aux
personally, I'm actually really
développeurs
excited
de
to
faire
check
tous
out
ces
Isa
efforts
Bathhouse
pour nous.
because I love whenever there's like buildings in the game and you walk by them all the time and you're thinking like, I wonder what the inside of that building looks like, or I wonder what that area looks like. But they're actually adding, that space for us to explore now, and I just think that's so cool. It just adds more detail to the world and it allows you to explore even more. And yeah, I'm really excited to check that out.
Exactly. I'm so excited about that as well. Well, I suppose all there's left to say is see you in game,
Incroyable.
travelers.
Yep. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye bye. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh,
Oh mon rêve, je me fais réveiller comme ça.
how are you feeling? I used my voice to guide you out of the
Hein?
dream.
Pourquoi tu parles doucement?
Looks like it worked like a
Bah.
charm. Now all you need to do is hold on to this state of relaxation. Your dream was very special, by the way, full of stories and unknowns. Thank you for trusting me with it. Oh, one more
Elle
thing.
est tellement belle.
Be careful on the road. A certain amount of fatigue is to be expected after waking up from a dream. Farewell for now. When you rest tonight, I hope only sweet dreams await.
Gigi. Eh ben incroyable. C'était très très cool. C'était très très cool. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut en résumer de ce petit live stream 5.4? Les événements qui vont se passer à... Attends, ouais, je vais peut-être dézoomer un petit peu. Non, c'est un peu trop. Ouais, c'est bon. Du coup, les événements qui vont se passer à Inazuma, ça risque d'être très intéressant parce qu'il y aura la Shogun Raiden qui va être dans l'événement en question. Donc il y a aussi quelques petites doppelgangers. On avait même vu un Paimon et une Nether maléfique. Donc à voir si ça on va vraiment les voir ou autre. Et est-ce que aussi il y aura un doppelganger de la Shogun? Ce serait très drôle. Ensuite, nous avons du coup le gameplay de Mizuki où mine de rien, je le trouve incroyable. Bon, j'ai rien compris à l'anglais, mais en gros, c'est beaucoup de réactions élémentaires. Voilà, beaucoup de réactions élémentaires, beaucoup de burst, un peu de restauration de PV. Et surtout un gameplay innovant sur les animaux qu'on retrouve ces temps-ci avec la Shaska, maintenant Mizuki. Et j'aime beaucoup un peu cette originalité qu'ils font en fait sur les personnages. Surtout qu'en plus là nous avons une Mizuki qui voyage à travers les rêves, enfin qui peut voir le rêve des gens et de les apaiser. Et le simple fait que ses attaques ainsi que son design, c'est un petit côté spirituel, bah ça va très bien avec le personnage. Ensuite, voilà, t'as les événements, t'as le, t'as les événements type où pendant 48 heures, de ce que j'ai compris, les yokai et les humains fêteront ensemble et certains yokai pourront communiquer avec le langage des humains. Donc ça aussi c'est très très cool. On a aussi des événements qui sont plutôt sympas avec le renard platforming, avec aussi le fameux tennis. Et puis aussi une sorte de passage un peu labyrinthique où il faut laisser quelqu'un sur un interrupteur pour passer. Mais sinon, ouais, ça a l'air d'être quand même bien bien cool. Après, de là, est-ce que comment dire? Est-ce qu'on va réussir à apaiser notre soif? Telle est la question. Mais pour là, franchement, ça a duré 38 minutes. C'était pas non plus la plus grosse des mises à jour, mais pour moi, c'était suffisant. On a eu quelques petites infos, par-ci, par-là, hein. Surtout après une 5.3 extraordinaire via des cinématiques très très cool. Écoute, moi je dis pourquoi pas. Donc maintenant, après, qu'est-ce qu'on peut dire sur les choses qui vont venir? Bah, par exemple, on peut on peut supposer que Yin-san, elle viendra en 5.5 avec le volcan en question. Donc du coup, qui dit volcan dit également la suite de la World Quest avec Shibalank et le Dragon Sage. Je pense pour ma part en 5.6 il y aura Colombina. En 5.7 il y aura du coup l'intermède avec Dainsleif, mais je suppose qu'il y aura Skirk dedans. Et si la 5.6 il y a Colombina et que 5.7 il y a Skirk, sachez, ici on s'évanouit. C'est les deux personnages que j'attends le plus avec ma Wicca qui est déjà passée. Voilà, hein, c'est la vie. Voilà. Je pense que pour moi c'est un peu ce que je pense qui va prochainement arriver. Mais bon, hein, déjà nous avons la Citlali à faire. Lol. Je vous fais des bisous YouTube. Merci à celles et ceux qui ont pu regarder tout le long, enfin toute la VOD. N'hésitez pas aussi à dire en commentaire comme moi, qu'est-ce que vous en avez pensé et quelles sont les théories sur les prochains live streams dont ils peuvent nous faire partager. Des bisous et on se retrouve à la prochaine vidéo qui sera la 5.4. Des boutous.